What is up, hooligans, and happy freedom. Welcome to another episode of Coffee with Hooligans, where we try to make the news suck a little less. Now, I appreciate all of you guys being here. If you're over on Rumble, please hit that like button. More likes equals more hooligans. We're going to read through the schedule really quick, and then we will be checking on all the chats. So let me know how you hooligans are doing today. Then, of course, we'll be getting things started. I forgot to write down. We're going to be doing an unboxing today because a hooligan sent me something. We're going to be doing that at the end of the live, but we are going to be starting the live with the video titled Tech Leaders Heap Praises on Trump During White House Dinner. This is from last night. A bunch of wealthy people all kissing President Trump's ass. Then we got video titled President Trump asks SCOTUS to intervene in tariffs. He wants to see how they're going to decide because either they're going to keep the tariffs or the Treasury Department's going to have to pay back $200 billion. Then we got video titled Trump to rebrand Department of Defense as Department of War. I guess that's what it originally was called, and they're going to be changing it back. Then we got video titled Tesla to award Musk $1 trillion depending on performance. Then we got video it's titled Highly Provocative Move, 2 Venezuelan aircraft flew near the U.S. Navy vessel, the DoD says. I don't know. They think they want problems, but they don't really want problems. Then we got our midlife break, our funny video halfway through. Today it was provided by Simply Witchy, and it's titled Now Klaus Thinks I Don't Love Him. Then getting back in the news, we got a video titled Florida to End State Vaccine Mandates. That's probably going to get us a blue banner over on YouTube. Then we got a video titled DOJ sues Boston over immigration enforcement, saying the worst sanctuary offenders. Then we got a video, it's titled Nearly 500 People Taken into ICE Custody at Hyundai Plant in Georgia. It's a huge bust there on these illegals. Then the last little bit of the news is DeSantis to open new immigration center in Florida Panhandle. It's going to be the 3rd detention center, and they haven't even opened the 2nd one up yet. Then we'll be getting into the fun stuff. We're going to be doing an unboxing, like I said. It was sent to me anonymously. Then we'll be getting into this advent calendar sent by Tori Wayne. I think today is the last day of the advent calendar with the Pokemon figurines, so we'll see. It's going to be sad to see it go. Then we got our 2 funny videos of the day. First one was provided by Stoner, and it's titled Competing with Crackheads. And our official funny video of the day was provided by Tiger Jaw, and it's titled Good Try, Karen. All of that's coming up next. But first, we're going to hop in the chat and see how you hooligans are doing today. What is up, everyone over on jeffmaclive.com. What's up, Zero? What's up, Hair Juicer? What's up, Russell? And what's up, Snooks? Happy freedom, you hooligans. Appreciate all of you guys being on the website. And what is up, everyone over on Rumble? Elder Zoomer, you were first today. Happy freedom to you, and thank you for racing in the chat, Elder Zoomer. Happy freedom, Ramsey. Appreciate you being here. What's up, Daynon? What's up, HBIC? What's up, B Money? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Major? What's up, Goth? Happy freedom, Goth. Thank you for going and getting a free account over on jeffmaclive.com. What's up, Jagula? Happy freedom. What's up, Plastic Quack? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Salty Ragu? What are you doing over there? Can't get into the website. Wants to pick what? To pick us up. Oh, pick some boobies. Yeah, Salty Ragu. Let me go figure that out really quick. Happy freedom to you. And what's up, Godspeed? And what's up, Roy? Happy freedom. And what is up, everyone over on Kick? What is your name? Oh, it's a bot. That's okay. What's up, Magic Moon? Happy freedom to you. Well, we got a bunch of bots over here. I will deal with that in a second. Happy freedom, everyone over on Kick. And what is up, everyone over on Twitch? Happy freedom to you, hooligans. And what is up, everyone over on the Goof Tube? Saltarigu, you were first over here. Hair Juicer, what are you guys doing over here? Happy freedom, you hooligans. What's up, Roxy? Happy freedom to you. Roxy, my grandma loved this song. That's awesome. I didn't know about it until Annette posted it. And now it's one of my faves. It's on the playlist. What's up, Agent O? Happy freedom. What's up, Sapphire? Happy freedom to you. And what is up, everyone over on X? Happy freedom to you. All right, hooligans, we're going to go ahead and get into things. Like I said, we're going to be starting off with this first video. Tech leaders heap praise on President Trump during the White House dinner. They were just kissing that ass. I bet his ass is chapped. He didn't look like he was sitting funny when we just covered him in the Oval Office there, but, you know, it's hard to tell. He's probably got a nice chair, but either way. Now, before we get into this, I just realized right now that I did not put the merch together like I was supposed to. I've been very busy, and there was a catastrophe on the website that I had to deal with. So tomorrow, I'll be bringing out brand new merch, but until then, we're going to be talking about these Hooligan Strong t-shirts. Now this design does come in shirts for men, shirts for women, tank tops for men, tank tops for women, pullover hoodies, zipper hoodies, coffee mugs, dog tags, and we've made steel tumblers out of this design. Today I got on the Happy Freedom Hooligan badge. We got lots of items and lots of designs over in the merch store. I'll be dropping all the links in the chats while we're watching this first video. Also, I'm going to be dropping Alistair's links too because he's fucking awesome. So let's get into this.
Well, thanks for hosting us. I mean, this is quite a group to get together, and I think all of the companies here are making huge investments in the country in order to build out data centers and infrastructure to power the next wave of innovation. So it's we don't often get together as the CEOs of the different companies, but it's good to see everyone.
Thank you for incredible leadership, including getting this group together.
Thank you, Bill. That was very nice.
I want to thank you for including me this evening. It's incredible to be among everyone here, particularly you and the First Lady. I've always enjoyed having dinner and interacting. I want to thank you for setting the tone such that we could make a major investment in the United States and have some key manufacturing, advanced manufacturing here.
First of all, to echo the comments of Tim and others, thank you so much for getting us all together, and thank you for being such a pro-business, pro-innovation president. It's a very refreshing change. We're very excited to see what you're doing to make all of our companies and our entire country so successful. The investment that's happening here, the ability to get the power in the industry back in the United States, I think this will set us up for a long period of great success leading the world, and I don't think that would be happening now without your leadership.
Okay, so like I said, lots of ass kissing there. I don't know. President Trump had to sleep on his face because his backside was sore after all of that, I am sure. Next up, we got President Trump asked SCOTUS to intervene in the tariff situation. They're trying to figure out if President Trump's legally allowed to do the tariffs or not. If not, then they're going to have to pay back $200 billion. We'll see. It's coming up next, but first, we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about these tech leaders over there just smooching the orange rump. Zero, fuck those data centers. They use too much energy and water, and locals suffer for it. And they don't bring any dang jobs once they're built. Yeah, well, and they're going to continue to do that. That's why they're building the nuclear plants, because they want to be able to power AI. Zero, they all sound like soy boys. Yeah, they do. Russell, well, damn, when is Trump going to invite me to the White House? He's slacking. I want to stay in the Lincoln bedroom. Yeah, Russell, he needs to send that invite. He needs to go check out wherever the gold is. That's what I really want to see. Like, when is that going to happen? They were trying to say that Elon was going to go and all that stuff, and now they don't even talk about it. What's up, Turbo? Happy Freedom. What's up, Otters? Happy Freedom to you. Happy Freedom to you, Ramsey. What's up, Jagula? Happy Freedom. What's up, Woke Eponymous? Happy Freedom to you. Dirtbag Bill Gates. Yeah, Jagula. I know he's sitting there with all the creepy crawlies at the table. And the guy was trying so hard to pretend to be human. He's like, I like having dinner and conversations. What? Like, why did you announce that? Fucking lizard people out there. Ramsey, they're making their own power plants. Yeah. I don't know. It's not good. What's up, Klaus Daniels? Yeah, you a good boy. You clocking in early today. Well, I'm not paying you overtime. Oh, you slow blinking me? No tax on overtime? I see. I see. I see how it rolls around here. Magic Moon bots doing what bots do. Yeah, the bots are really bad over on Kick. They don't even need trolls. And why do they all use Discord? That's the other weird thing. Normally, like on X, they're all like, oh, join my Telegram. But on Kick, they're like, join my Discord. No, I ain't joining shit. What's up, C1? Happy Freedom. What's up, Richard? Happy Freedom to you. What's up, Simply Witchy? Happy Freedom. Yeah, Fort Knox, Zero. Yeah, when is that going to happen? Simply Witchy, it's as elusive as the Epstein list. Yep. Godspeed Slow Blinking means he loves you. Yeah, he loves me because In an hour and a half, it's fancy feast time. That's why. I don't know how he can't read a clock, but he always knows what time it is. Either way, moving forward here, like I said, President Trump asked SCOTUS to intervene with these tariffs here. It's either going to go good and all the tariffs are going to stay the way they are, or it's going to go bad and the Treasury Department is going to have to hand over $200 billion hairs, which is not good. So, hit that like button over on Rumble as well as the CommuTube, and let's get into this.
President Trump asked the Supreme Court to quickly make a decision on whether he has the authority to impose his sweeping tariffs under federal emergency law. Fox's Nicholas Tomlinson with more from Washington.
It's one of the most important cases I've ever seen.
President Trump is taking his tariff fight to the Supreme Court. On Wednesday, he asked the justices to quickly overturn a federal judge's ruling that he doesn't have the authority to impose tariffs under emergency law. And if he loses the appeal, the Treasury could have to pay back more than $200 billion of tariff revenue collected so far.
Our country has a chance to be unbelievably rich again, but it can also be unbelievably poor again. If we don't win that case, our country is going to suffer so greatly.
The legal battle comes as the tariff war is heating up. India announced Thursday it's cutting taxes on hundreds of domestic goods as tariffs take a big hit out of its economy. But the White House says the current 50% rate won't drop until India stops buying embargoed Russian oil.
The road to peace in many ways runs at least partly through New Delhi. It's time for Modi to step up.
India responding by making a new trade deal with the European Union and starting talks with dozens of other countries. It's part of a growing trend that's seen major trading partners pivot away from the United States in order to blunt the tariff impact.
There's no question that the changes we see in the world today do influence our policies.
The Trump administration is asking the Supreme Court to take up the case by September 10th. And schedule arguments for early November. In Washington, Lucas Tomlinson, Fox News.
Okay, so like I said, waiting for SCOTUS to make a decision here. Hopefully they say that the tariffs are good to go. President Trump keeps saying that tariffs may replace our income tax. That would be very interesting, but if they knock the tariffs down, we're going to have to hand over $200 billion hairs, and that's not going to help us. Next up, Trump to rebrand Department of Defense as Department of War. Apparently, it was originally called that before they changed it in 1940. I have it as 1949. I want to say it was 1942. I think I wrote down the wrong date. Either way, until the 1940s happen, maybe it's a good thing. Either way. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about President Trump asking for SCOTUS to get off their ass and go rule on this. Russell, tariffs have been used for as long as the U.S. has been a country. Yep. I still hear people bitching about eggs. I don't know what to think about that. Egg prices have come down. They're not dirt cheap, but they're not $5, $6, $7, $8. So I don't know. A lot of people are just bitching about tariffs because the news tells them to do that. 1947. We'll see. I don't think they said 47, but you're probably right. What's up, Cass? Happy freedom to you. Also, I wrote handy news yesterday. I think we're aiming for Tuesday, as we're going to be over on handy news. I'm pretty excited about that. I'm waiting for him to confirm it, but that's he said it was up to me, and that's what I chose. So we'll see how it goes. Oh, I appreciate you, Wokopotamus. Thank you. Now, we are demonetized over on YouTube, so just saying. Rumble is the place to be, but I appreciate you, Wokopotamus. Thank you for going and subbing over there. Otters. Chicken double, thanks to them killing millions of birds, so eggs are still kind of high. Yeah, and here in Michigan and probably in other states too, they made it so they have to be free-range chickens. And so the farmers who are pissed off about that, having to re-strategize how to raise chickens and stuff because they have to be free-range now, they said that it's going to cost more to go collect eggs. It's going to cost more to go chase the chickens down or whatever, they're saying. And so they're saying they're going to add that cost to chicken and eggs. And so a lot of that is affecting the price of eggs and stuff too. But, the news says it's the tariffs. You got to be mad at the tariffs. Gotta be mad at everything President Trump does. God, my eggs are still expensive only because I buy antibiotic cage-free. It's worth the extra cost to me because it tastes different and is mind-blowing. Yeah, Goth, I've heard a lot of people say that, actually. What's up, Fresh? Happy Freedom. You ain't got to just poop your pants for me, but thanks, though. What's up, Tactical? Happy Freedom. What's up, Larry? Happy Freedom to you. How you doing, Larry? Did you get what I sent you? I don't know. What did you send me? Because somebody did send me something, but I didn't think it was you. I don't know. I don't know, Larry. What's up, Gaming? Happy Freedom. Cheapskate Gaming. That's badass. Oh, you're woke eponymous. Appreciate you. And ballyhoo to you. Ballyho. What's up, Sass? Happy Freedom. Russell, do not choke the chicken. Like while I'm live or just like never? Because, you know, one I'm willing to do. What's up, Butterfly? Happy Freedom to you. All right, hooligans. We're going to move forward here. Like I said, Trump to rebrand the Department of Defense as the Department of War. It's coming up next, but really quick, I want to remind you, hooligans, if you'd like to participate in Free Speech Saturday, make sure you go post all of your memes over on Discord or over on jeffmaclive.com. Just hop in the group chats on either platform. You'll see the tabs labeled memes. Drop what you got and we'll shout you out as we're making Saturdays more fun. Let's get this pulled up real quick. All right, hooligans. Whoa, she looks like a shapeshifter right there. I don't know what happened. Trick of the camera, I guess. Once again, this is Trump to rebrand Department of Defense as Department of War. Go ahead and hit that like button over on Rumble as well as the CommuTube. And let's get into this.
President Trump is expected to sign an executive order today to make the Department of War a secondary title for the Defense Department. The order is a revival of the Department of War name. It will authorize the Secretary of Defense and Department of Defense to use secondary titles such as Secretary of War and Department of War in official correspondence and other communication contexts. Former NATO Supreme Allied Commander says it follows the theme of the current administration and that the title is more for show than action.
It's cosmetic and it's seen through by allies and adversaries, I think. But it may supercharge some young men who want to come into the military, like to shoot guns and so forth. So maybe there's a recruiting benefit to it. But overall, on balance, you'd have to say it's just cosmetic.
The Department of War, as it was once called, was first established by President George Washington when he founded the country's army. The name was later changed in 1949 by an act of Congress.
Okay, so I don't know why they make such a big deal about these things. It's like the Gulf of America. You know, they didn't want to say the Gulf of America. They want to keep calling it the Gulf of Mexico and had to make a big deal about it and all of that. They're trying to do the same thing, this whole Department of War thing. They're like, well, it's just cosmetic. Well, yeah, what did you think that was going to do? And like, what did you think that was going to do? We were going to change the name of the DoD and then communism was going to be over? Or like the shapeshifters are going to stop wearing dresses? Like, what did they think was going to happen with it? He changed the name. Oh, man, all he did was change the name. You got it. He did. Thanks for acknowledging that. It's so fucking stupid. Either way, next up we got Tesla to award Musk $1 trillion hairs depending on his performance. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about the DoD becoming the DOW. They're saying that they're going to be changing the Department of Defense's name to the Department of War, and it will also change the titles like Secretary of Defense to Secretary of War. George Washington originally called it the Department of War when he founded the U.S. Army, and it was later changed by Congress in 1949. That's probably when things started going bad anyways. Either way, hop it in the chat. 0. Oh, I don't know if I was right. I was just saying that's... I thought I had wrote down the wrong number. It's kind of a symptom of being dyslexic, because sometimes that happens. Russell... It wasn't that attractive, Russell. Come on now. Russell, do not choke the chicken. Words to live by. Turbo, I think I missed it. Holy MILF on a stick. I didn't see it. Gotta get those likes up, hooligans. What's up, Cricket Kiss? Happy freedom. Elder Zoomer, I swam in the Gulf of America today. It was better swimming. It was better than swimming in the Gulf of Mexico. I bet it was, Elder Zoomer. I totally believe that. I keep forgetting it's Friday today. We're going to be doing the voice chat over on jeffmaclive.com. You get yourself a paid membership and you can join us. Patriot Dad, I'm cool with the Department of War as long as it keeps us out of wars. Yeah, absolutely. What's up now what it seems? Happy freedom to you. Oh, Larry, yes, I did. And I shouted you out a couple days ago. I can't remember what day it was, but I did shout you out, Larry. Thank you so much for the support. Now what it seems, find someone that has chickens to get your eggs from. It's easy to barter for. Yeah, there's a lot of people here that sell eggs and stuff. I don't really buy eggs. I probably buy a dozen eggs a year or something like that, so it doesn't affect me a whole lot. Holy Larry, I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully they can get you taken care of. Oh yeah, Larry, it could be. It's one of these lives. Like one of the lives in the last couple days I shouted you out. I wasn't sure if you were here or not. What's up, Dabacles? Happy freedom. Butterfly, make sure Tuesday on Handy News you show them Klaus. He is so amazing. I can't hide this cat. You see how big he is? There's no hiding him. They don't have a choice. They have to look at him. That's just all there is. I'm excited to be on over there. I don't know why people want me on their show all of a sudden, but I'm excited for it. Yeah, Larry, that'd be awesome. We're going to do the voice chat just a little bit after the live today. Zero, the Department of Defense has to defend and go to war. Department of War, we will try to just kick your ass and leave. And that's right. Sounds right to me. Ramsey Hegseth is a Christian soldier. There's no way he would be down with an unjust war. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. That's kind of the problem with taking orders is your feelings don't really get involved with that. But yeah, I don't know. I don't see anything wrong with it. George Washington thought it was okay, you know, so I think it's all right. Kaz, Handy, and the Love Cats, I guess. Klaus Daniels, he's going to be a riot. All right, hooligans, we're going to move forward here. Like I said, Tesla to award Musk $1 trillion depending on performance. Let's go ahead and get this pulled up. I had to Google it because I didn't understand why they were giving him money. But I got the answers. I got all the answers. Let's go ahead and hit that like button if you haven't already. And let's get into this.
Tesla's board has proposed a $1 trillion compensation plan for CEO Elon Musk. It would be the largest corporate pay package in history and underscore the hold Musk has over the carmaker as it attempts to transform into an AI and robotics powerhouse. The world's richest person has consistently said he needs more of a stake in the company, even as a legal battle over his 2018 pay package, then valued at $56 billion, continues. The newly proposed award is roughly 18 times the size of the contested plan and close to the company's current market valuation. Tesla's board earlier this year approved an interim compensation package for Musk worth about $29 billion in restricted stock. It aims to keep him at the helm through at least 2030. The new plan highlights Tesla's reliance on Musk as it faces slowing EV demand, as well as rising competition from Chinese rivals and pressure to deliver on its AI ambitions. Supporters of Musk's enhanced pay package have argued that his compensation plans have aligned his incentives with long-term growth. Meanwhile, critics warn of potential dilution and governance risks.
Okay, so like I said, I didn't really understand why they were giving him $1 trillion, so I Googled it. But either way, they were saying in this video that the Tesla board is trying to provide Elon with the largest corporate pay package in history. Tesla is trying to turn into an AI and robotics powerhouse. They plan to keep him as the CEO until 2030, at least. This pay package is contingent. This is the part I went and Googled. His pay package is contingent upon him achieving a series of ambitious financial and operational milestones over the next decade. So we'll see how that goes. He's kind of been out of the spotlight ever since he left the White House. He had that black eye, and then him and President Trump weren't getting along. This is kind of the first time he's popped up since then. Either way, next up, highly provocative move. 2 Venezuelan aircraft flew near the U.S. Navy vessel, the DoD says. The DOW says. Either way, it's coming up next. But first, we're going to hop in the chat and see what you hooligans think about Elon Musk getting $1 trillion hairs. I mean, could you imagine getting $1 trillion hairs? I'd be happy just to get $1 million hairs. Couldn't imagine $1 trillion. What's up, Obnoxious Scott? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Mary Todd? Happy freedom to you. Turbo, my performance is great. Nobody ever paid me for it. Yeah, I don't know. We're getting gypped. Mochopotamus, Musk will literally become like that arms dealer from the film The Fifth Element. It's been too long. It's been too long since I've seen The Fifth Element. The guy was like, have his head was shaved and his shit was all combed over on the side. He had like plastic or something in his head. Is that the guy you're talking about? I could see Elon Musk rocking that hairdo. When I went to the gas station, you guys just reminded me. When I went to the gas station earlier to get coffee, the guy behind the counter had Ace Ventura hair. His hair looked just like Ace Ventura. And I didn't have a way for me to tell him that without it just being full-blown offensive. And so I had to keep it to myself until now. Either way, next time I'll take a picture. Turbo, we need AI to put Klaus in place of Godzilla. We could get Alistair to do that, and then we can make t-shirts out of it. The Klauszilla. Butterfly, good point. If Klaus breathed fire, he could raise small Japanese towns like Godzilla. Yeah, I'm thankful he doesn't have any more superpowers. I'm glad he likes me, because if he didn't, I'd be in a tough situation. I'd have to be fearful. He's a little panther there. What's up, Stoner? Happy freedom to you. Ramsey, if Elon works for it, then he deserves it. Yeah, I suppose. Cass, Jeff saying, could you hold still? I need a pic of that hair. Oh, no, I don't ask. I like to capture things in the wild. I'd be like standing in the back of the store, zoomed in, do the thing real quick. If I get caught, I'm like, it's for my hooligans as they're dragging me away. Magic Moon. Elon has something up his sleeve like a magician. Keep your friends close and your enemies closer. Yeah, Elon's a little slippery. He's a little slippery. What's up, guess who? Happy freedom to you. It makes sense for Tesla because when they roll out more robo-taxis, Tesla will be its own biggest customer. Yeah. And they're trying to build, I think it might be SpaceX. They're building like a small town for all the employees. Guess who? Klaus is not giving a monthly performance review, so he might not give you that raise. No, I know I'm not getting a raise. He said I haven't been opening those cans fast enough. Taking too long, late delivering the fancy feast. I'm not getting a raise. What's up, Native? Happy freedom. What's up, Mr. Lynn? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Nice Try? And what's up, Lone? Happy freedom. Getting ready for a few whiskeys. Sounds good. Nice try. I think I'm going to be doing the same thing when we get in the voice chat. It's been a long day. What's up, Jack Frost? Happy freedom. You going to do some live streams if it gets spicy in Chicago? Yes, I will. We will cover the protests where they are. Grinsbro, the hair was cool when Johnny Bravo did it. It wasn't quite Johnny Bravo's status. I did think that originally. It was short. It was like Ace Ventura 2. When he goes out there with the tribe, right? And he's like got the arrows in his knees or whatever, and he's got, you know, the white devil hair. It was sort of like that. It was getting towards Johnny Bravo. I don't know. We're gonna have to get a before and after picture. Maybe next month he'll hit that Johnny Bravo status. Either way, next up, like I said, highly provocative move. 2 Venezuelan aircraft flew near this U.S. Navy vessel, says the DoD, the DOW. Come on, do the thing. Don't touch our boats. We don't like that. Hit that like button over on Rumble as well as the Commie Tube to bring in more hooligans. And let's get into this.
We learned overnight the Venezuelan military planes flew near a U.S. Navy vessel in international waters, a clear indication that tensions are rising as the Trump administration ramps up its fight against the drug trade. This morning, in what U.S. officials call a highly provocative move, the Pentagon says 2 Venezuelan military planes flew near a U.S. Navy ship. It appears to be a show of force days after the U.S. military attacked this boat in the southern Caribbean, allegedly carrying drugs from Venezuela, killing 11 people. The Pentagon last night claiming the Venezuelan flights were designed to interfere with our counter-narco-terror operations.
It's a war on killers. It's a war on terrorists.
Just yesterday, Secretary of State Marco Rubio in Ecuador expanded the administration's crackdown on drugs flowing out of Latin America, designating 2 Ecuadorian gangs as foreign terrorist organizations and vowing to carry out more attacks on drug cartels.
This is now, and this is Ecuador, a country increasingly consumed by cocaine, desperately trying to claw its way out.
ABC's Matt Rivers recently traveled to Ecuador.
It might not look like it, but this river is a superhighway for cocaine. Hundreds of tons of that product coming through these waters every single year, bound for Europe and the United States. And as a result, that city right there, Guayaquil, Ecuador, is at war. Rival drug gangs fighting between themselves and the government, vying for supremacy in what has become one of the most important hubs in the global cocaine trade.
The U.S. Navy recently deploying 8 ships to the Caribbean and Pacific. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth comparing the drug cartels to al-Qaeda.
A foreign terrorist organization poisoning your people with drugs coming from a drug cartel is no different than al-Qaeda, and they'll be treated as such.
Designating those gangs in Ecuador as terror groups gives the U.S. more options in going after them. And Rubio also announced millions of new spending to help Ecuador fight the drug trade. Morgan.
All right, Nicole, thank you.
Okay, so I want to fly all close to our boats. We'll see how that turns out. They don't want these problems. Like I said, 2 Venezuelan planes flew near a U.S. Navy ship. They went on to say, Pentagon saying that it's a show of force because we smoked those drug boats the other day. And like I said, they don't want these problems. They think they do, but they do not. Either way, next up we got our midlife break. It's our funny video halfway through. Today was provided by Simply Witchy and it's titled, Now Klaus Thinks I Don't Love Him. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about Venezuela trying to start problems. What's up, Annette? Happy freedom to you. Russell, we need to send an aircraft carrier to that area. That's a show of force. Yeah, exactly. It's like pulling up a small country right out on the shore there. Cass, FAFO, it sounds like a threat. Yeah, well, they flew near the ship. If they'd have flown over the ship or something like that, I think things would be a little different. What's up, Too Old to Care? Happy freedom. Welcome back to the live. Turbo, Johnny Bravo is the reason I only wear plain black shirts. I don't have an excuse like that, but I'd be the same. What's up, Patriot Dad? Happy freedom to you if I can get you all ready. Love cooking homemade chili. It's an all-day thing. I've never made chili before. I don't know much about making chili now that I think about it. We should have a hooligan chili cook-off. Happy freedom to you, MU. Appreciate you being here with us. What's up, Grinch's bro? Happy freedom. Yeah, the Venezuelan cruise line sucks. I bet it does. Stoner, Sleazy's hair is better. Sleazy's hair is wild. Turbo, Trump should send a crop duster to write FAFO in the sky above those dickheads. I don't know how much they'd like that. They might not. What are they gonna do about it? Crick Kiss, make some chili. I guess I'm gonna have to Google it. I don't know how to make chili. Otters, crockpot, chili, crockpot all day. Only use McCormick chili powder and cantina sauce. Everything else is dead to me. It's good advice. Picture that. I got a crockpot. I just don't know how to use it. All I've ever done is make weed butter out of it. I've never done anything else with it. Crick Kiss, eat manna. It's better for you. I don't want to eat manna. Manna's been here a long time. I'm gonna miss them if I eat them. Plus, I don't know how everyone's gonna feel if I'm eating a fellow hooligan. Goth, chili is a Texas specialty. We take that serious down here. Yeah, I figured, Goth. Stoner, I like to put a tortilla at the bottom of the bowl of chili so I don't have to scrub the bowl. Stoner, I do the same thing when I make taco bowls. I haven't lately because I haven't eaten bread. It's been like 40 days or something since I've eaten bread. I don't work out as much as I should. I was doing it every day. Now I'm doing it like every couple days. But I'm still eating right. So now I use lettuce instead of tortillas. But it's still good. Ramsey, no beans. Look, a couple beans goes a long ways there. Cass, I have the easiest chili recipe that everyone loves. My son in college legit taught his roommate how to make it. Sounds badass, Cass. You guys are going to have to send me recipes when we do Cooking with Hooligans. Sounds good, Cass. Annette, what are you guys having for supper? Bossa Nova, that's funny, Annette. Hair Juicer, I want a chili cook-off. Trophy sits on my fridge. I'll learn you good. That sounds badass, Hair Juicer. Hair Juicer put ecstasy in the chili. I mean, that's how he won. You know, love is love and all of that. I knew it. I want that recipe. Magic Moon, if you know beans about chili, there are no beans in chili. Is it a Michigan thing? Because anytime I've ever had chili, I had beans in it. What do they call them? Kidney beans or whatever? Is that a Michigan thing? Am I just eating bad chili? What's up, Canuck? Happy freedom to you. You were recommended by Twitch to come here to see me in the Big Fat Klaus Daniels? It's badass. Appreciate you joining us. Agent O Cessna, is that what you're saying? Ven Air Force Fleece. You're gonna make me say something I ain't supposed to say. I could tell. What's up, Iron? Happy freedom to you. Had chili the other day, then chili mac with the leftovers. Damn, that sounds really good. That's the good stuff. Zero, just don't add any ghost peppers. Yeah, I'm surprised Hair Juicer was eating. I think they were Reapers, weren't they? They weren't ghost peppers. I think they were Reapers. I don't know. That'd be the last thing I ever did. Jagula, a good 7-bean chili. I didn't know there were 7 beans in the world. What's up, T1? Happy freedom. You guys are professionals at chili. I didn't realize that. I've known you almost 6 years. Didn't realize you guys love chili like that. Grinsbro, I eat chili with or without the beans. It sounds sexy. Turbo, he ain't fat. He's big boned. Klaus Daniels, they're trying to defend you. You need to wake up and see this shit. Alright, we're going to move forward here, hooligans. Like I said, we get our midlife break. It's our funny video halfway through. Let's go ahead and get this pulled up real quick, like. Now, before we get into this, I want to remind you, hooligans, if you would like to join the membership program over on Rumble and become an official hooligan, all you have to do is click that big red subscribe button right below where you type in the chat. Now, if you're on Android and using the Rumble app, you're unable to see that big red subscribe button. You got to open your browser, go to rumble.com, log in, come to the live, hop in the chat. And like I said, right below where you type in the chat, you will see that big red subscribe button. Click that button and jump through the hoops, and your name will be highlighted as an official Rumble hooligan. You'll have access to our custom emojis. We got chapstick emojis, screaming goat emojis, Klaus Daniels emojis, President Trump emojis, and more. It's a lot of fun during the live, especially during a Trump live. So definitely go join the membership program over on Rumble. All right, let's get into our funny video halfway through our midlife break here. This was provided by Simply Witchy, and it's titled, "Now Klaus Thinks I Don't Love Him." Holy. I didn't want to play that video in front of Klaus. I'm glad he's sleeping right now, because once he finds his swing set, I'm really going to be late for the live. I'm going to have to push him on the swing every day and fancy feast at 8. I'm working 2 schedules here. Either way, next up we got, getting back in the news here, Florida to end state vaccine mandates, not just the COVID jab, but all jabs from what it sounds like as far as state law goes. Let's go ahead and get this pulled up real quick. Come on, load up, GoofTube. Jesus loves us. Get off the kid and let's get to work here. Dun dun dun. I'm gonna put you on the screen. I'm gonna put you on the screen buffering. Alright, that's what I thought. Anyways, hit that like button if you haven't already, and let's get into this.
Florida plans to end all state vaccine mandates, including for students to attend schools. The state Surgeon General Joseph Ladapo announced the move on Wednesday, saying, quote, "What you put into your body is because of your relationship with your body and your God. I don't have that right." Ladapo said his agency would roll back mandates for a half dozen or so vaccines under its authority, but did not specify which mandates it would do away with. Florida's Republican Governor Ron DeSantis made opposing COVID-19 mandates and precautions a focus of his first term in office. In regards to the rollback, DeSantis said, quote, "Medical freedom is something we've got to be very conscientious about protecting." Public health experts warn the move could trigger severe outbreaks among children, tourists, and those with compromised immune systems. Dr. Tina Tan, president of the Infectious Diseases Society of America, said Florida's move would, quote, "be a major disaster and lead to, quote, multiple outbreaks of vaccine-preventable disease." All U.S. states have vaccine requirements to attend public schools, with specific exceptions varying by state. However, President Donald Trump's health secretary, Robert F. Kennedy Jr., has long questioned the safety of vaccines. He has promoted the view that they contribute to rising rates of autism, contrary to scientific evidence. Since taking office this year, Kennedy has taken steps to remake U.S. policy on vaccines. He has fired expert vaccine advisors to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention and replaced them with people who more closely share his views. DeSantis said Wednesday he was establishing a commission to align the state with Kennedy's healthcare agenda that will also provide input for a legislative package. The legislature does not convene until January.
The president's been very intentional here.
Calm down. Was giving her that presidential package last night. Alright, anyways. They're over there saying that Florida plans to end all state vaccine mandates, including for students that attend school. The state's Surgeon General said that what you put in your body is between you and God. They say that they haven't specified which mandates are being done away with yet, and I assume when they say all state vaccines, and that's what they mean. So I don't know about federal law or any of that. DeSantis is for medical freedom. They're pretty much making that clear right here. They say the Dems, the crybabies, the soft people, they say that this could cause outbreaks with children and be a disaster. And then, of course, they bring up RFK Jr. just to talk shit about him. That's literally it. They're just like, by the way, this guy over here, we don't like this guy at all. Oh, okay. Well, thanks for letting us know. Next up, DOJ sues Boston over immigration enforcement, saying it's the worst sanctuary offenders. It's because of their sanctuary city policies. We watch them bring in these mayors and governors and all this stuff and tell them how their policies go against federal law. and then they let them go. And they just went on to continue on with their Blue City bullshit. And now there's lawsuits, which doesn't make sense to me. I think these people should be in jail. Either way, that's what's coming up next. But first, we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about Florida doing away with their state mandates for vaccines. Here, Juicer, that Reaper was awful. Had to pull over, barfed my guts out on my hands and knees in front of strangers' yard. Round 2 was almost as bad. Holy hair juicer. Get the spooky goat on that one. That's hardcore. It's been a long time since I've been on my hands and knees throwing up in front of strangers. Ah, man. I'm sure you guys remember turning 21. Good stuff. Zero, I've never seen a cat get on a swing. I bet Klaus Daniels would let me push him on a swing. I just don't want to have to do that every day. That sounds so shitty. And maybe it is. Maybe one day. One day. His birthday is coming up in February. He'll be turning 4. It's about time I pushed him on a swing, I suppose. Russell, I was in the Army. I've had so many vaxes. I should be immune to everything. I agree, Russell. You're bulletproof at this point. Simply Witchy, I haven't seen anyone push a cat on a swing. It made it neat and that the cat trusts someone that much. I agree. Like I said, I think Klaus Daniels let me push him on a swing. Maybe. If I could get him outside. The birds are outside and he doesn't get along with the birds. Annette, having sausage and potato casserole. That sounds fantastic. Oh, dinner is as good as it sounds. Otters, Jeff got a camera on Hair Juicer live like the riot cams, and there he is, barfing on someone's lawn. I expect nothing less, honestly. It's too bad. It's too bad. I imagine throwing up hot peppers is awful. It's got to be awful. I know I've pushed them out the other end before, and that wasn't that great. I've never had to throw them up before. I don't know. You guys are giving me a complex. I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to eat this hot chip. Told the carrier got tater salad. Sounds good. I'm going to be starving by the end of this live. Grinches bro, on hands and knees, promising the toilet you won't do it again. Yeah, begging God to take care of the hangover. Grinches bro, still don't understand how I'm still alive after not taking the COVID shit. Yeah, I don't know how we made it, Grinches bro. I have no idea. We were supposed to die in the wintertime. It was going to be a winter of death. We made it. We're survivors. That's what we should walk around calling ourselves. We're survivors. Put us on a talk show. Crick is, who is God's therapist? It's not me. It's not me. I'm his personal comedian. I just tell him jokes all the time. Sir, you guys had spaghetti? That sounds good. I haven't had spaghetti in 13 years. Patriot Dad, one beer. Be right back. Hopefully I don't get shot. Do you need us to go get the beer for you, Patriot Dad? We don't want a shootout over some beer. Turbo, to me a hangover is just a challenge I have to overcome. I used to feel that way getting up for work with a hangover. I don't miss that at all. Guess who? Now it's man flu season. Yeah, I forgot. It's getting cold out. They're going to be fear-mongering us again. Guess who? I'm making meatloaf on a wood pellet grill. That sounds fantastic. I haven't had meatloaf in a long time either. I used to love meatloaf. Oh, actually, I saw somebody's post I want to read out loud. Let me see. Ramsey and Turbo, you guys are the same color as me, so whenever I see you in the chat, you kind of fall under the radar there. Ramsey, please check out Timcast tonight, a based pastor from my base denomination. Yeah, Ramsey, I remember you telling me, and I was looking through the reminders yesterday. I am going to try and check it out if I get a second. Maybe I'll play it during the live or the voice chat that we're going to be doing later just to check it out. Cringe bro, I'm sampling some homemade brandy. My goodness. I bet that's going to get the job done. Simply Witchy, meatloaf with mozzarella cheese rolled inside it and sauce on top. That's what you're making us, Simply Witchy. I am so thankful for you. So ready to eat. Iron, never gotten hangovers. Doesn't sound like fun. It's not fun. Rodney, happy freedom to you. Never got into the band Meatloaf. Yeah, I hear you, Rodney. It's a ball. Happy freedom to you. Hasta lasagna. Don't get any on ya. I haven't had lasagna in a long time either. Ball. I have had some toilet snakes for sure. What are you talking about? That's got to be lingo for something else. There ain't no way you just was hanging out with snakes. That's just, not me. If I open a toilet and there was a snake there, 1, I'm shooting it and breaking the toilet. And 2, I'm never taking a shit ever again in a toilet. Just, you ain't going to want me to come over. I'd be shitting in your tub. Just, that's fear that doesn't go away. Anyways, moving forward here. Like I said, DOJ sues Boston over immigration enforcement, saying it's the worst sanctuary offenders. I don't know why there's all this nice talk. I think that if you're aiding invaders into the country, that it should be considered treason to some degree, not let's go get a lawsuit going. That sounds underwhelming to me. Either way, hit that like button over on Rumble as well as the CommuTube, and let's get into this.
The Department of Justice is suing Boston and Mayor Michelle Wu over the city's sanctuary laws that interfere with the Trump administration's immigration enforcement. Attorney General Pam Bondi called Boston and its mayor, quote, among the worst sanctuary offenders in America. The lawsuit argued that Boston is breaking the law by upholding its sanctuary city policies that oppose the federal government. The DOJ said Wu's resistance has resulted in the Blue City's release of criminals who should have been deported. The DOJ alleged that the Boston Trust Act, the ordinance preventing Boston police from cooperating with immigration authorities, violates the Constitution. Wu defended her city in a statement, describing the lawsuit as a, quote, unconstitutional attack and the latest example of the Trump administration's authoritarian agenda. Boston, Wu, the Boston Police Department, and the police commissioner, Michael Cox, were all named as defendants in the lawsuit. The litigation comes 1 month after Bondi sent letters to 32 mayors in control of sanctuary jurisdictions, warning them of legal repercussions.
Okay. So like I said, I don't know. I just feel like this is a little underwhelming as consequence for taking people who broke into the country illegally, who commit crime and everything else, and then stop ICE from doing their job all at the same time, even though it goes against federal law. Like, I don't know. Is it lawsuits the consequence? That doesn't sound right to me. They're suing over the city's sanctuary laws. The lawsuit argues that Boston is breaking the law with its sanctuary policies that oppose the federal government. The DOJ says that the Boston Trust Act violates the Constitution. They're protecting invaders that broke into the country, and I think that should have stiff consequences, not lawsuits. Either way, next up we got nearly 500 people taken into ICE custody at Hyundai plant in Georgia. Now, everybody says Hyundai a little differently, but either way, the car manufacturing plant in Georgia had almost 500 illegals working for it. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat and see what you hooligans think about the DOJ going after Boston. Snooks, try cooking meatloaf on a grill. It's wonderful. It sounds wonderful. Everything cooked on a grill is better. Zero, you don't like stuffed peppers? It depends what it's stuffed with. I don't know. I kind of like food like that. I've never made it, though. Russell, I got a good stuffed meatloaf recipe. I didn't know you guys were stuffing meatloaf. I've just been living under a rock my whole life. Totally care. Washington State has lost their mind over 2 contracted firefighters arrested by ICE. Interesting. I haven't heard anything about that. I will look into that after the live. I actually found so much news that I got half the schedule ready for tomorrow's live. And I'm going to look for that topic as well. Mary Todd, stroke that thumbs up, y'all. Thank you, Mary Todd. God, there used to be rumors of snakes in toilet bowls in Houston when I was a kid. Needless to say, it affected me horribly as a kid. I could see that. I could see that. There's no way being a child and being told, yeah, that toilet that we just taught you how to use, there's snakes in there sometimes, so be aware of that. Like, I don't know. What really affected me was like watching it when I was a kid. I couldn't trust any of the drain pipes. You never knew what was going to happen. You're trying to use the bathroom and have it just hit you with the 2 fingers real quick. No, thank you. Not from me. What's up, Shroomish? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Information Warlord? Happy freedom to you. Marikua, is that what it is? Happy freedom to you. Thank you for joining us. Save Washington State, divorce Seattle. Yeah, that's probably how Oregon feels about Portland. Otters, they all float down here. What's up, Electric Hammer? Happy freedom to you. Snooks just add salsa to the meatloaf and that's it. I've never had salsa on meatloaf. That sounds pretty good. I used to have ketchup, but now I haven't eaten ketchup in 13 years or 14 years or something like that. Now I eat barbecue sauce, which doesn't make sense, but for some reason I can eat barbecue sauce. But I eat ketchup. I am on my deathbed, and I don't understand that. Trust the science and all. Canuck, I love salmon also, but sadly it has gotten very expensive. See, I don't eat anything that swims. I haven't heard anybody talk about that. Is fish getting expensive too? What's up, Starn? Happy freedom to you. Rodney, it did the same. Freak me out. Still hate clowns. I don't hate clowns, but I hate any of the scenes where like Pennywise can get you, right? You're brushing your teeth and this fool can get you. You taking a shower, it can get you. Like, it can get you anywhere. Make you scared of the dark and shit. Like, I don't know. Pennywise, ultimate monster there. Tactical. Those were trouser snakes. That's different. Tactical. No, thankfully when I was a child, nobody was scaring me with trouser snakes. Fuck, the world's so bad now. What's up, Cheeky Chops? Happy freedom to you. Ball, I miss taking dabs off a proper rig. It's been over 5 years now. Why? Why are you waiting 5 years? Thank you so much, Ramsey. Appreciate you, Ramsey. Thank you so much for that $5 donation over on Rumble. You're a badass, Ramsey. Thank you. Says, don't forget to follow, like, share, and repost. I'll go back to touching yourself while looking at the recent picture of Bill Clinton. That's right, Ramsey. Thank you so much. Ball, I've never even smoked out of the modern rigs and stuff. Do people not take the camping torches and blow torch their rig anymore? Do they not do that? Is that not... Do people still dab? I mean, we all got pens and stuff like that, but people don't... They don't dab anymore? I've been out of the game. You know, I just sit here and go live every day. Pet my giant, meaty, hairy cat. You like that? What's up, Parabellum? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Mike Ingle? Happy freedom to you. Ball, we was talking poops. Yeah, I got off topic there. The snakes in the toilet. Yeah, I think that's what Stoner was. Stoner had the glowing sticks, like when you're on the runway, you're in a plane. He was like, "You're fucking wrong, dude." I was like, "There's snakes in toilets." He's like, "Yeah, the stinky ones." Jesus loves us. Cheeky Chops, the problem is eating healthy costs more money. Does it though? Because I go down the frozen food aisle where they got like chicken nuggets and frozen burritos and stuff, and everything's like $5, $6, $7. It's like you can get a pack of chicken, like 2 days worth of chicken for $7. It's like, and it's real. It's real chicken. It's not like a strip of chicken that's just packed together with soy. Like if you get those Tyson chicken strips, you take a bite out of it and it's like just soy filler. There's hardly any chicken in it. Like, I don't know. I always hear people talking about how healthy food costs more, but I feel like it It actually doesn't, unless it's pre-prepared. Like you go get those pre-made salads, they're like $8. You go and get the ingredients to make salad, it's like $5, and you got a week's worth of salad. So I don't know. And it also depends on where you go as well, I am sure. Zero, read the book. It's way more graphic than the movie. Paranoid for years. The only thing I've heard about the It book versus the movie, and I know that the books are always better than the movies, but in this case, I hear it's not. Because in the book, Stephen King wrote a very graphic, like, child orgy in the It book that I guess was like pages long and very descriptive. And every time he goes to like meet and greets and stuff, which I assume doesn't happen very much anymore, people always ask him about that. And he was like, well, you know, the time, it was different back then. It's like, what was different back then? Like, you wrote that shit on paper. There's stuff wrong with you, you know? And that's all I've ever heard out of the books. Information warlord Jeff Mack and his hairy cat. I don't know. Just right here in front of you guys. What's up, Colty? Happy freedom to you. All right, hooligans, we're going to move forward here. Like I said, nearly 500 people taken into ICE custody at Hyundai, in a plant in Georgia. Now, I don't know how they justify this stuff. How do you have 500 employees working for you illegally? Especially Hyundai. Either way, hit that like button over on Rumble as well as the CommuTube. And let's get into this.
Today, federal officials confirmed ICE officers have arrested at least 475 undocumented immigrants at a Hyundai manufacturing site in Georgia, and more people were detained at the business in New York. Welcome back to Action News Midday.
Now, the move sparked anger and frustration with the New York governor, who is saying she's outraged by people being separated from their families. ABC's Rena Roy has the very latest.
475 people detained by immigration officials at a Hyundai manufacturing site in Ellabelle, Georgia, Thursday, just west of Savannah. The ATF Atlanta offices posting these images on social media, saying they were there to assist.
This has been a multi-month criminal investigation where we have developed evidence, conducted interviews, gathered documents, and presented that evidence to the court in order to obtain a judicial search warrant.
Department of Homeland Security officials say this was part of an ongoing criminal investigation into allegations of unlawful employment practices and other serious federal crimes. DHS saying it underscores the commitment to protecting jobs for Georgians, ensuring a level playing field for businesses that comply with the law, safeguarding the integrity of our economy, and protecting workers from exploitation.
There are no criminal charges being announced today.
More than 24 people detained are South Korean. The country's foreign ministry voicing, quote, concern and regret over the incident at the plant, which is run by South Korean companies, saying individuals' rights should not be unfairly infringed upon. Meanwhile, in upstate New York on the same day, at least 40 people were detained at a factory that makes specialty nutrition bars.
The workers here, like I said, they're great people. Love every single one of them.
What the?
We can't do what we do without them.
I won't support any effort to separate families. I think it's appalling. I have said all along, I will help the federal government remove people who are threats, that are violent criminals. This is what the president promised during his election. This is what we are told. Go after the worst of the worst. It's all we heard about. And now you have raids.
And now officials have not provided details on that New York operation, but the local sheriff's office says it was a Department of Homeland Security criminal investigation. Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
Okay, so they had a ton of illegals there. They were saying that they were originally investigating Hyundai for hiring illegals, which looks like they found what they were looking for. They announced no charges against the company, though, yet. There's no charges at this time, so I don't know why. They were investigating because they thought they were hiring illegals. They found out they were, but they're not bringing any charges. Okay, I don't know why this just keeps happening this way, but either way, ICE arrested at least 475 illegals. They've been on a multi-month investigation. Then in New York, on the same day, ICE arrested 40 people working in a factory that makes specialty nutrition bars. New York governor sounding like an idiot talking about Trump going after illegals, but then also being surprised that Trump is going after illegals. She's a fucking idiot. Either way, next up we got DeSantis to open new immigration center in Florida Panhandle. This is going to be their third one, and the second one hasn't even opened yet. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat and see what you hooligans think about these 500 illegals being busted. Zero. Oh, you're talking about a temp agency? That's how a lot of people get in factories here. Zero. Don't hire illegals. The owner knew. Oh yeah, absolutely. Russell, all immigrants at my work are citizens. Yeah, you guys are doing due diligence. Checking everybody. Deport them all. That's right. Turbo, if you're illegal, you get the deagle. No. This ain't the Wild West anymore. Maracua. Play stupid games. Pay stupid prizes. Yeah, absolutely. They should have to pay a bunch of fines and stuff like that. I mean, if anything, their business should be suspended for a little bit. There's no reason that people should be hiring illegals. Goth, why am I not hearing about anything about the raids in Houston? Traffic is back to horrible again too. School started, and it's like all the illegals came back from wherever they were. Well, then that's probably what did happen, is they probably all went into hiding, and now it's time for school. Butterfly, Klaus is a very manly kitty. I researched last night. He is a Bengal house cat. That's why he's so huge. Purely a domestic breed, but 4 more generations back, a small African cat with domestic cat is how they were made. Yeah, Butterfly, that's the thing, is a lot of people say that he's a tabby cat because of his stripes. I think he's mixed with Bengal though, because his tips of his ears, his nose being pushed back and being tan colored. He doesn't really have stripes. He has swirls and like blotches on his sides and stuff. And he's active like a Bengal cat. I think he's a mix. There's only one Klaus. Major, the DOJ is allowing illegals to abuse the asylum process. Well, they said that they were going to change all of that. They were going to redo the asylum seeker process, but who knows exactly what that means. Turbo, the only book I remember reading in high school was Where the Red Fern Grows. Changed my life. The only book I remember reading from high school, and I don't really remember the whole thing, is the Fahrenheit 451 or whatever, where they were burning books and all of that. And that's what they're going to do with AI, is they're doing away with everything. They're like, even Google search and all of that, people aren't searching anymore. They're just asking the AI, and so the AI can manipulate the information. And a lot of young people right now, they just believe whatever the AI says. That's why we keep covering these stories where people are either falling in love with AI or they're smoking themselves because the AI told them to. It's because they're young and impressionable, and I feel like it's going to lead to censorship. It's definitely going to be a control of information. Butterfly, Bengals can be like a tabby or have stripes or spots. I had one, but it looked just like Klaus. No, really. Klaus is the best cat I've ever had. And I've had 4 or 5 cats. Major, I see a lot of inside corruption. Yeah, that's how I feel too. Cass, Klaus definitely has Bengal in him. Yeah, I think so. Otters, Tim Cass said yesterday that most of our Gen Z is tarded. He said he didn't mean that in a mean way. It is a fact that they are technically rated as below acceptable. Yes, Otters. I agree. Like, they talk about the Gen Z stare and all of that. And they try to say, well, that's like the lead paint stare, which is what they say about old people. They say old people look at you because they grew up with lead paint and stuff. I think old people look at you like that because they can't believe how stupid you're acting. That's what I think. But Gen Z's stare is like their brain is offline for 20 seconds. Or sometimes it never goes back online. Like sometimes you'll walk into like Culver's, right? You'll go a place to eat food and you walk up to the register and they just stare at you. They don't greet you. They don't walk you through the motions or anything. They just stare at you. And then you have to like greet yourself. You'll be like, hi. And they're like, yeah, hi. Are you going to serve me? Yeah, I'm here to serve you. Well, it doesn't fucking look like it. You know? And so a lot of people call that the Gen Z stare. And I don't know why that happened. I don't know why that happened. I don't know why they're scared to talk on the phone. I don't know why any of the stuff they're doing is happening the way it is. Nobody told me how to talk on the phone, but these people don't know how to talk on the phone. I mean, growing up and being in restaurants and stuff, I suppose I was taught customer service to some degree, but it's just kind of a general thing. You got somebody close enough to you where you can feel their breath on your face. You kind of want to start the conversation. Like, hey, why are you standing so close to me? Because I want to order my food. Makes sense, but for some reason they can't do it. I don't know what it is. Shit's in the water or something. I'm starting to blame the hospitals. That's the common denominator. Is we shit kids out in the hospital. They got to be doing something in the hospital. It's dumbing us down. I don't know. Cass, indoctrination, and screens. Staring at a screen is how it happened. Yeah, I totally believe that. Turbo, I used to have to memorize my friend's number when I was a kid, and we didn't have contacts. Yeah, it's true. We had a lot more reflection. When I was in psychology, when I was in school, they were talking about how, like, my age group is the first generation to not use reflection as much. And I've said this before on the live, like, in the 90s and before internet was everywhere, you would go to a movie and then you'd come home and talk about the movie. And you would call your friends and talk about the movie. And you'd go to school the next day and you would talk about the movie. And that was it, because you weren't just constantly consuming content. That was your highlight of the week, was going to the theater. That was, you got to see the new movie or whatever, so you could tell everybody about it. And every time you do, you're reflecting on the situation. And we don't do that anymore. We just consume. And we can't even tell everybody all the content we consume because it's that much. So without us reflecting on things that we've consumed in a day, it's causing behavioral problems. It's causing our brain to develop differently and be used differently and stuff like that. And they really don't know what's going to happen to us. Maybe these screens should be regulated. It's like they talk about the internet in general. I think children shouldn't even be online. I think you should have to be 18 or older to even access the internet, let alone be on social media or something like that. And I also see the way that social media has affected the way that we treat each other. Everybody used to be all fake nice to each other. You'd say, oh, hey, John, how's it going? Blah, 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 whatever. Because that's the way society was, is you were supposed to be presentable outside and be nice to each other. Now we treat everybody like we're online. It's like, if you go anywhere on the internet, it doesn't matter if it's Facebook or Instagram or X or TikTok or wherever, go in the comments. There's going to be people talking shit, not because they have to, not because it's deserved, just because they feel like it, and there's no consequence to it. Then go to Walmart and see how very much same the experience is, where people are shitty to each other for no reason, just cause. And it's also taught us to inject our opinion into everything, even when it's not wanted or needed. And we've all gotten in the habit of it because we're all online. Everybody is, not just us, but everybody's like that. And I think it's helping the world be a shitty place. And I just don't, I can't do anything about it. All we could do is talk about it and be aware of it. That's about all we got. Simply Witchy, I think this is the first time I've heard Jeff Mac's Michigan accent saying hospital. Why? How do you say hospital? You have to tell me in the voice chat. We're all going to be saying hospital at each other. I hear mirrors like that too. That we say mirror different, or garage. We say garage different. I don't know. I can't tell the difference, but I keep seeing people say that online. Zero, whatever happened to when you call a business, they answer and say, hello, this business name and this name. How can I help you? Yeah, Zero. Most of the time it's all automated. It's all AI now. Patriot Dad survived the beer run. Very nice. Glad to hear it, Patriot Dad. Grinch bro, I unload all my useless information on you guys. Wow, what a great feeling. It's good stuff, Grinches bro. That's why we're here. Goth, I just watched a pretty good action movie called Carry On. It was really good. Don't know how it was ignored. Interesting. I've never heard of that. I don't see commercials. I think that's how most of us miss new movies and stuff like that. Unless it's, you know, got a political agenda about it. Then they stick that shit everywhere. What's up, Danon? Happy freedom to you. Danon, everyone was at the roller rink when I was a kid. When I was younger, it was like that too. When I grew up in Niles, everybody used to go to the roller rink, and there was 2 or 3 of them. And when I moved up here, nobody even did that stuff. They thought I was weird because I was like, you guys don't go skating on Friday? And they're like, no, what the fuck? They were all doing drugs in the alleyway. I kind of miss skating and shit. Up here, these people, they love their drugs. What's up, Deborah? Happy freedom to you. Shroomish, we had a Rolodex. My grandpa used to have a Rolodex. He used to hate me flipping through it all the time. Cass, they don't have actual real-life interaction. Yeah, Gen Z, the closest thing they have is like chatting on the headset while they're playing video games. Beck Frank, I say everything differently. Yes, you do, Beck Frank, but we all love you for it. What's up, Vinny C? Happy freedom to you. Goth, I can't even call my doctor's office and get a direct contact. Usually someone from India, and I can hear dogs barking in the background. Yeah, Goth, I'm about sick of that stuff too. Russell, hell, it's a carport. What is a car? What are you talking about? I mean, I guess I know what a carport is. Turbo, I'm about to do a thing. Wink, wink. What does that mean, Turbo? Patriot Dad, it was looking shady up at the store. I was packing my personal protection device. Yeah, Patriot Dad, I carry my medical device with me everywhere I go. Like, just everywhere. I don't leave the house without it. You never know. You never know when there's going to be an emergency. What's up, Dutton? Happy freedom. Appreciate you doing the thing there. Magic Moon, governor doesn't know right from wrong. Pity. Oh, talking about New York? Yeah. What's her name? Hochul? I don't know. She's awful. What's up, Contempt? Happy freedom to you. Guess who? Well, they still have not figured out where the nuclear shrimp came from that was recalled a few weeks ago. Why do you say that? I see people holding bags of shrimp on the internet claiming it's a part of that batch, even though supposedly it never even made it to shelves, but I don't know. Guess who? If it was a Subaru plant, it'd be illegal lesbians and Doc Martens in flannel. Yes, guess who? Yes, it would. Maybe they're going to bust that place next. You never know. Contempt, Subaru's owned by Toyota now. I didn't know that. I knew that their stuff interchanged, like the Toyota 86 is very much like the Subaru BRZ. They're like almost the same car. Richard, Toyota only owns 20% of Subaru at this time. Interesting. I know they're close. What's up, Spirit Matter? Happy freedom. Bengals are intense cats. Yes, they're trying to read your thoughts. That's what it is. Parabellum, maybe should have thought of that before hiring illegals. Faults on them. Absolutely. Those people totally knew they were hiring illegals. You know, by the way, they didn't speak English and they weren't familiar with how things work here in America. Like, I'm sure there was a lot of tells. And Stephen King needs to be on a list for that. Yeah, I agree. Stephen King's a weirdo. And, you know, I wonder, is he tied to Epstein or not? I mean, you never know. What's up, Turbo? Happy freedom. Your voice sounds much deeper over here. It looks like I made the right choice. What does that mean, Turbo? Is that a good thing? That's all I need to know. Is it a good thing? I can't do much about it. I don't know what's going on with my voice. All that screaming I've been doing the last couple of weeks. Americura. I don't know why I keep saying your name wrong. Americua. I still have a landline. There's nothing wrong with having a landline. We just covered a story the other day where a couple went hiking at what I think was called the Devil's Den with their kids, and somebody stabbed them to death in front of their children, and the children ran to go get help. And when they got to the forest center or whatever it was where there was people inside to get help, no one had phone signal, so it took hours for them to get help while the bodies of their parents just laid in the woods. Having a landline would have fixed all of that. So I'm all for the landlines. I mean, that, it sounds about right. All right, hooligans, we're gonna move forward here. Turbo dropping the boobs in the chat. You guys are missing out if you don't have jeffmaclive.com all subscribed up. Let me see, where are we? We just covered the 500 illegals over at Hyundai. Maybe they'll raid Subaru next. We'll see. Either way, next up we got the last little bit of the news. It is DeSantis, and he's saying that they're going to be opening a new immigration center in the Florida Panhandle. Now, we covered Alligator Alcatraz a lot, and we're still waiting to see if they're going to shut it down or not. They got lawsuits and all this other stuff going on. But they're about to come out with their second, not deportation, well, it is deportation, detention center is what I'm trying to say. The second one's going to be opening soon, and this is about the Panhandle Pokey, which is their third immigration center that's about to be opening up. Hit that like button over on Rumble as well as the CommuTube, and let's get into this.
We're actually in the process of figuring out how we can set up a Panhandle Pokey, and we're going to have that in the Panhandle.
Well, despite several lawsuits and public outcry against Florida's first illegal immigration detention center, Alligator Alcatraz, as you just heard, the state may be on track to open a third center in the Panhandle. News Channel 8's Capitol Bureau reporter Mackenzie Laporte is in Tallahassee with those efforts.
Alligator Alcatraz may have been the state's first immigration detention center, but according to Governor DeSantis, it won't be the last, with new plans to open up a facility right here in the Panhandle.
We stand ready, willing, and able to accept who DHS sends.
With South Florida and the East Coast covered, what the governor is calling Panhandle Pokey is the state's latest detention facility in the works to hold and deport immigrants in the country illegally.
You're in the Panhandle. Sending to Alligator Alcatraz, that's a long way. Even sending to the deportation depot in North Florida, that could be 3 to 5 hours depending on where you are in the Panhandle.
This announcement comes at a time when Alligator Alcatraz continues to face heat in court. A federal judge ruled to halt operations and dismantle some of the facility. Democrats inside of the State House take this as a win and vow to keep pushing back.
First of all, these childish names are just that. They're childish, they're sophomoric, it's embarrassing. It makes fun of what is a very serious issue around immigration policy. So all of that is just sad and pathetic and needs to stop.
State Representative Anna Escamani, who has been a strong voice in the fight against the governor's efforts, says they will continue to challenge every possible facility that pops up across the state.
Since many of them are going to be former state prisons, we have every intention of visiting these facilities and of conducting oversight over how they are run, how they are managed, and who gets the contracts, and of course what the environment is like for detainees.
DeSantis adds the state is complying with the court's ruling, but is striking back, doubling down on immigration enforcement.
I do think we're going to win that fight, and I think that we'll have that. But we're also going to have Deportation Depot.
Governor DeSantis says Deportation Depot in Baker County near Jacksonville will be opening up pretty soon. Here outside of the State House, Mackenzie Laporte, 8 on your side.
Okay, so lots going on in Florida. Like I said, they're dealing with a lawsuit over Alligator Alcatraz, and when we covered that last, they were saying it was because of an environmental review or something that they didn't do that they were supposed to do or something like that. So they're doing everything they can to try and shut down Alligator Alcatraz, but they got a second detention center. It's called the Deportation Depot that's supposed to be opening soon, and then the third one is the Panhandle Pokey. So they were saying the Panhandle Pokey could be the third immigration detention center, or that it will be the third immigration detention center in Florida. They're saying that sending illegals to Alligator Alcatraz or the Deportation Depot from the Panhandle takes too long, and it would be better to have a detention center in the Panhandle instead. Dems are crying really hard over the clever names and their precious illegals. DeSantis believes he'll win the case for Alligator Alcatraz, and then they mentioned that the Deportation Depot will be opening pretty soon. Good stuff for Florida. Well, next up, we got the fun stuff. Like I said, we're going to be doing an unboxing, and then we'll be getting into the advent calendar sent by Tori Wayne. I think today is the last day for that advent calendar. And we got our 2 funny videos of the day. First one was provided by Stoner, and it's titled Competing with Crackheads. And our official funny video of the day was provided by Tiger Jaw, and it's titled Good Try, Karen. All of that's coming up next. But first, we're going to hop in the chat and see what you hooligans think about DeSantis and their, what is it called? The Panhandle Pokey. Turbo. Bitch, go back and get another nose job, you fucking weirdo. I wasn't paying attention. I missed it. Russell, you got food? What'd you get? Did you already tell us what you were eating? I want some. Zero Louisiana Lockup is another one. Saw that today. Maybe I can get it on the live tomorrow. God, Texas still hasn't really opened a deportation center with a cool name. They do have one, but I can't remember what it is. I can't remember what it is because we covered it. See if I can find it really quick. I swear they have one. Google doesn't know what the hell I'm talking about, but I swear we just covered one a few weeks ago that was talking about it. I don't know how it got buried. Something about Fort Bliss. They must really hate the names. That must be what it is. Because I'm seeing a lot of stuff talking about it, but they're not saying what the name is. And I can't remember what it is off the top of my head. It was something. Either way, reading through. What's up, Cam and Seamus? Happy freedom to you. Turbo. I'm trying hard to think of the one in Arkansas, but this whole place is already a prison of mountains and meth heads. Jesus, Turbo. What is it called out there in Arkansas? I knew that one too. Well, let's Google that one really quick. Because that one's called something funny, I think. Like the corn husk something or other. It's called something weird like that. The Garland County Detention Center. No, it's called something else. It's like the corn. It's the corn something or other. Cornhole You Deep Leaf Center, something like that. Whatever. Google is fucking sabotaging me today. Russell, I'll tell you about the LA lockup in voice chat. I look forward to it. Hair Juicer, the Lone Star lockup. I haven't heard of that either. Zero, the Cornhusker Clink. No. It's called, I can't remember what it is. It's something weird. It's like being cornholed. I can't remember what it is. We just covered it not that long ago. Is it the corn husk clink? Now it's starting to grow on me. Yeah, it is. Oh, actually, it says that's in Nebraska. Weird. Yeah, it is the corn. It's the corn husker clink, but that's in Nebraska though. I don't know what the one was in Arkansas. The Razorback Roundup. You guys are just making the shit up at this point. Beck Frank Cornholio Iglesias. Yeah, that's Beavis's rap name. The Cornhole Clink. Happy freedom to you, Plastic Quack, if I can get you all ready. Otter Supermax America. That's what they should be. Goth, I think it's still under construction. Yeah, the one in Texas. I can't remember what that's called. Maybe it is the Lone Star lockup, like Hair Juicer was saying. The Texas Taco Takeout. That's Otters. That might be it. I'm not sure. Vinny C. Michigan versus Oklahoma tomorrow. Going to be a great one. What sport is it? Plastic Rag. Wow, that girl got hit with the ugly stick. Beat with the ugly chain. It happens. Roy, big fucking nose. How did I miss the nose? Everybody noticed it but me. I don't know how I missed it. Kevin Seamus, the super jail. Magic Moon, Democrats say, let's make illegals legal. Why have a border at all? The enemy within. Yeah, Magic Moon. They're a bunch of idiots. But they want to see the downfall of America. So, of course, anything that's bad for us, Democrats are going to celebrate it. Democrat leaders celebrate it, and the Democrat voters love being lied to. Did you know? Yeah, Nebraska. I was wrong. That happens sometimes. Weird is dead on YouTube. I don't know why it's like that. Guess everybody came over to Rumble. Either way, moving forward here, we're going to get into the fun stuff. Like I said, we got an unboxing, and then we're going to be opening what I believe is the last door of the Advent calendar sent by Tori Wayne before we get into the Skyrim one that Beck Frank sent us. And then, like I said, we got our 2 funny videos of the day. Now, before we get into this, I want to remind you, hooligans, if you'd like to support the live to keep us running, you're welcome to use the links in the description in order to send donations. You can do that by using PayPal, Cash App, Stripe, Zelle, Venmo, Locals, Buy Me a Coffee, or you can even send crypto. Let's see what we got from this unboxing today. We're going to have to make room, get the tool here. Whoa. We're going to open this one first because it's easy. I think they're both from the same anonymous hooligan. Whoa. Yes, there's no paperwork in here. There's not. So first, we got a brand new SD card with 128 gigabytes on it. Very nice. Very nice. Thank you so much, anonymous hooligan. And now we got to try and open this up right here. Oh, this right here, we got to figure this out. It's fragile. It's fragile. We should make t-shirts that say fragile just to troll the fucking lefties. Let's go ahead and open this up. Let's see what we get today. Cloud's like, oh shit, getting a new box. New box for Klaus. There we go. Holy moly donut shop. Here, hold this for me. What do you think? What do you think? It's on you. It's on you. It's gonna get you. What do we got here? Oh, let me see. I think it's a keyboard. I think that's what's in here. It is. Oh shit. Brand new keyboard. Very nice. I'm sorry you can't hear the clicky clacking. What is this? I think it's a mouse. Not that kind of mouse. You'll be okay. You'll be alright. Klaus is about to have PTSD here. It is a mouse. Which makes me think that this big fucking thing. I'm building a tower. You just sit there and take it. You just take it. You're doing good. You're doing good. Holy moly donut shop. Can I open it? I can. Klaus, you knocked my tower over. Good nice. Holy. What side do I show? I don't know which side to show. Let's show this side. It's a brand new desktop. Holy shit. Thank you so much, Anonymous Hooligan. This is so exciting. I can't wait to crack this open later on today. Good stuff, Klaus Daniels. You stay away from it. It belongs to me. Don't touch my stuff. Holy. But you can have the box, though. That's why I got everything out of it. There you go. This is your new cat hut right there. It's like Pizza Hut. Holy. Thank you so much, Anonymous Hooligan. You're badass. I really appreciate it. So excited to check that out after the voice chat today. Super excited. Thank you so much. All right, Hooligans, let's get into the advent calendar here. Like I said, I think today is the last day, and this was sent by Tori Wayne. I don't know why you're all scared, Cat Daniels. This ain't your first unboxing. You need to chill out. You should be used to it. Oh, damn. We got a good one today. There we go. We're at the last day. I can just go ahead and tear into this, I suppose. Come on. Come. Give me the thing. You guys guessing what Pokemon it is? You should be. Here, Klaus Daniels, you can have this too. Today we got big badass Charizard. Come on, camera, focus. Charizard deserves the focus. You suck, camera. You suck in a bad way. Either way, we got the Charizard, and that's fantastic. What a good day today is. Thank you, Tori Wayne, and I appreciate you. Thank you. All right, Hooligans, let's get into these funny videos here. Klaus can stop rioting. Being all scared. Oh no, the boxes are going to get me. What a sissy.
I don't know who.
They're going to think you're a lefty. You keep acting like that, Klaus Daniels. Anyways, getting into our funny videos here. First one was provided by Stoner, and it's titled Competing with Crackheads.
I don't know who needs to hear this today, but if you're struggling with motivation, just remember, broke crackheads still find a way to get high. Don't get out-hustled by a crackhead. I don't know who...
I think she's right. That's quite the motivational message. We should have played that at the beginning of the live. We're going to get into our official funny video of the day. This was provided by Tiger Jaw. And let's get this pulled up. All right, this is titled, Good Try, Karen.
You know there's no fishing on this property, right?
Hey, how about we try mind your business on my mind?
Oh, really? You know there's...
Not very effective. All right, Hooligans. That is all the coffee I had for you guys today. I'm going to grab this Linktree link really quick and drop it in all the chats. We're going to read through, and we get the Pledge of Allegiance coming up next. And then after the pledge, we'll be rating out over on Rumble. Let me see here. I feel like I'm forgetting something, but I don't know what it would be. Alex King, she's from my neighborhood. Oh, really? I'm sorry to hear that. All right, Hooligans, there is the Linktree link where all of my links are listed. So if you'd like to make donations, join membership programs, or purchase any merch, We'd really appreciate it. All of your guys' contributions keep us running every day except for Sunday, because we got to have a day to recharge the batteries. Definitely go join Discord. Discord is our free hooligan community. It's the best way to be notified every single time we go live. The hooligans are there keeping the conversation going 24/7, and we have 2 news boards to keep you up to date with everything going on around the world. So definitely go join Discord. If you're feeling real saucy, go join jeffmaclive.com. Over on the website, it is the best way to experience the live. Our built-in chat has more ability than any other platform. You can post memes and GIFs and custom emojis and links and all kinds of stuff right there while watching the live. You also have access to Hooligans Alley, which is our private social media area. You'll have access to the forums, the arcade, the AI, and our advanced messaging system with the built-in group chats. So definitely go get yourself a membership for jeffmaclive.com. It's the home of the hooligans. Like I said, we're going to read through, and we got the Pledge of Allegiance coming up next. Russell, Karens always fail. They do. Sounds good, Russell. I'll see you there. I think I'm going to have to make food before I get in the voice chat. We'll see, though. Captain Seamus, I agree. I'm excited to get it all plugged in. See what it does. I love computers. Turbo, my first computer was a school computer. They're refurbished and gave me for free. That's badass, Turbo. Can't beat a free computer. Zero, you needed a new computer? I always need new computers. You can never have too many computers. Especially me. I'm very busy. Klaus Daniels. I can't remember who sent him the pickle, but he loves that damn thing. He does. Yeah, Zero, I think I'm going to be making chicken here in a second. What's up, Maggie? Happy Freedom. Hey, thanks for being here, Grinches, bro. Enjoy the rest of your night. Don't forget, you hooligans, tomorrow's Free Speech Saturday, so there's no YouTube and no Twitch tomorrow. We will be live on Rumble, Kick, X, and jeffmaclive.com. Hey, thanks for being with us, Cheeky Chops. Rappy is starting to thunder where you are. Well, be safe. Dutton, yeah, I hear you. No worries. I will make sure to check it out thoroughly. God, does anyone still have payphones in their area? We don't have payphones here. They removed them all. There's just shells of what used to be. Totally carrier Jeff pimped himself out. Did I? If that works, I'll do it more often. Plastic Guy, do you miss the dreads? I miss looking cool, but I don't miss being hot all the damn time. Is the block in your way? You're a scaredy cat. You know that? There's no reason God made you that big and that scared at the same time. That doesn't make sense. Thanks for being with us, Rappy. Oh, I appreciate you, Cheeky Chops. Maggie, our skies were clear for days, but today they're covered in stripes. Yeah, from the trails. Yeah. Appreciate you, Magic Moon. Stern, you're still hot. Who? What are you talking about, Stern? I know you ain't talking about me. Look at my hair. I look homeless. Portland's trying to recruit me right now. They think I'm Antifa material. Alex King, what are you talking about? The trash. Alright, hooligans. It is that time once again. Please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We did the thing. So that means it is time to raid out over on Rumble. Let's see who's live right now. Get this figured out. But first, thank you so much, Jagula, for that $20 donation over on Rumble. You're a badass, Jagula. Thank you so much for the support. Says greatly appreciate you and the Hooligans. Thank you, Jagula. I really appreciate you. Thank you. All right, who are we rating today? We're at the end of the week here. Italian's live. Mrs. Ma'am is live. Rotella's live. I think we already rated Rotella, though. We rated Handy News. He's live. Toasty. Let's see. I think we did Wilkie. We might have to do Toasty. Let me see what Toasty's doing real quick here. I think they're just starting the live. I think. They're not even live yet. Somebody in their chat says, "Hooray for boobies!" That's right. I don't know what's supposed to be in today's live though. Let me see. We might raid Italian here. Glamour's live. We rated Glamour earlier. Let's raid Italian because we rated Glamour earlier. We'll raid Italian right now, and it looks like he just started a new live stream. I don't know if we rated Rotella, or I keep wanting to say Rotella. Italian. So let's do the thing. It looks like he just started the live. As always, hit that like button as soon as you land, you hooligans. Let's get into this raid.
What? That guy was able to plant the bomb? Hey, Jeffy. Thank you for the raid. Appreciate it. How was your stream?
Ooh, my tongue went numb with that. Whoa.
I don't even know what you're doing because I can't see you, but that doesn't sound good.
I'm doing drugs. Don't worry about it. Whoa.
Thank you for the raid, Jeffy. I really appreciate it. We have to play here Divers soon. Very soon. Very soon.
Yeah.
Welcome in, guys. Welcome. Hello.
Can you call me mommy?
I'm doing good. I'm actually hour 8.
You said daddy.
8 and 7 minutes of Call of Duty. I'm still alive. I don't have any more brain cells left, but I can work on that. Hey Zero, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Ciao, happy freedom. Ciao. Buonasera. Buonasera.
Okay, Jaden. I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for playing today.
I appreciate you, Jeffy.
He left!
I said and he left.
What? That guy left?
Another fantastic raid, you hooligans. God, you can hear Glamour in the background screaming her face off. Funny. Those guys are funny. Either way, we're going to read through really quick, but we are wrapping this up. Like I said, tomorrow is Free Speech Saturday, so there's no YouTube, no Twitch tomorrow, but we will be live on Kick, X, Rumble, and jeffmaclive.com. So don't forget tomorrow. And as always, you can always find the Linktree link in the description of any of the platforms you currently watch. If you need to make your way to a better platform, the Linktree link is always there for you. Like I said, we're going to read through really quick, but we are wrapping this up. Go get yourself a paid membership for jeffmaclive.com, and you can join us in the voice chat later on in about an hour or so. I mean, Russell says he's going to be there in about 10 minutes, but I got to make some chicken first. And so, like I said, go get yourself a paid membership. You can join us for the voice chat. It's a lot of fun. We're looking things up, watching videos, listening to music, talking shit, and laughing our asses off. So definitely come join us in the voice chat. Oh, thanks for being here, Zero. Yeah, Zero, I saw a smoking scan. I didn't see if he was live or not, but I saw him on the list. He might have just ended his live. Russell, why are you talking about your wang? What's up, Brian? Happy freedom. Beck Frank, you call yourselves Americans. Why? Because we're raiding Italian? Hey, thank you for being here. Too old to care. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thank you, Stern. Ciao for now. What's up, Legal? Happy freedom to you. Alex King just left their trash. Talking about the phone booths. Yeah, you're right. That's exactly what they did here. The booth is still there. The wall mount is there. They just removed the phone from the front of it, and that's about it. Turbo, how'd you miss it? Sure, you cracked me up. Thank you, Rappy. Enjoy the rest of your night. Beck Frank, are you joining us in the voice chat? All right, hooligans. It looks like we're good to go. Like I said, we will be live tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern time, for the very next Coffee with Hooligans for Free Speech Saturday. I feel like there was something else I was supposed to say, and I can't remember. Either way, I appreciate all of you guys being here. Thank you for helping me cover the news, and thank you for helping me make the news suck a little less. I really appreciate all of you guys. Go enjoy the rest of your day. Find yourself some good food. I'm going to try and do the same, but make your way back to us tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern time, for the very next Coffee with Hooligans. Huge shout out to everyone that made donations, join the membership programs, or purchase any merch. I really appreciate all of you hooligans, and I wouldn't be able to do any of this if it wasn't for you. So thank you so much for all your support, and I'll see you on the next live. Until then, stand tall, shine bright, and that's a wrap.